In this video, we'll be learning how to play Pancho and Lefty, the Townes Van Zandt version. This song was requested by McCade. Thanks for the request, man. It's a fun one to learn how to play. We do need a capo on the first fret. So make sure you've got it on there the right way, just behind the fret, and make sure it goes on straight so all your strings sound nice. We're in the key of C. Let's dive in. Now, you know as well as I do that there are 3 steps to learning any song. Step number 1, we get the chords in order. Step number 2, we get the chords in order with the strumming pattern real slow, and then finally we bring it to full speed. We have 3 sections in this song, and we're going to do that process with each of them. Now, before we get started, I will say we are doing a simplified version of this because this song is meant for you to be played week 5. We haven't talked about picking yet. You can go ahead and come back and add in some picking stuff to the intro if you'd like to. Anyway, we're going to start off with the G7 chord. And then we're going to switch to an A minor chord. Let's play along with it at half speed. Just strum at the top of the measure, then we'll talk about our strumming pattern. 1, 2, ready, and G7. G7 again. All right, then we have A minor. A minor again. All right, G7. G7 again. A minor. Two more times. All right, now that we've got our chords in order, let's talk about the strumming pattern. There's a reason I taught you the ones that I did in week 4. In fact, this one is just the same one as Wagon Wheel. And as a reminder, let's do it with the G7 chord. It'll go down, down, up, down, up. Play it with me a few times to get a feel for it. We're going to do that 1 time per measure. So we're going to twice for G7, and then once for A minor. We'll talk about that last measure in a second. In this last measure, we're going to strum A minor once, and then we're going to copy the bass here just because I thought it would be fun. And we go, and all I'm doing, these are both on the A string, so at E8, we're going to go 0, 2. Which is exactly where your finger was for G7 anyway. Practice that a couple times. 0, 2. 0, 2. 0, 2. All right, when you feel comfortable with the strumming pattern and this little lick, I guess is what we'll call it, let's loop it at half speed 8 times. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and G7, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, A minor. Strum, 0, 2. Yeah, that's what it's like. If this is too hard, feel free to go to the sound slice and slow it down even more. last one. All right, we can do it slow. Let's get it to full speed now. 1, 2, ready, and. It's going to give us a count out for each one. 1, 2, ready, and. 2, ready, and. 1, 2, ready, and. You're doing great. Remember to relax and breathe as we get faster. 2, ready, and. 'We're halfway through. Ready, and. Our speed training. 1, 2, ready, and. 2, ready, and. I should mention, when you get the 2 single notes at the end, do a down pick and then an up pick. Down, up. There you go. 2, ready, and. 2 more times after this one. Down, up. 1, 2, ready, and. 1, 2, full speed. Nice. Great work, guys. Let's move on to the verse. All right, we can do a little bit less work here in the verse. So we start off with 2 measures of C, and then 2 measures of G7, and then 2 measures of F, and then 1 measure of C, G7. Let's just do the speed training for this. 1, 2, ready, and.
Living on the road, my friend,
G7,
was gonna keep you free and clean.
F,
Now you wear your skin like iron, and your
C, then G7 is
breath's
coming up.
hard as kerosene.
2, ready, and.
Living on the road, my friend,
G7,
was gonna keep you free and clean.
F,
Now you wear your skin like iron, and your breath's as hard as kerosene.
2, ready, and.
Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, and your breath's as hard as kerosene.
2, ready, and.
Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep you free and clean.
ready, and
Living on the road, my friend, what's gonna keep you free and clean? Now you wear your skin like iron, and your breath's as hard as kerosene.
here it is, full speed, ready, and
Living on the road, my friend, what's gonna keep you free and clean? Now you wear your skin like iron, and your breath's as hard as kerosene.
Good work, guys. One section to go. All right, in the chorus here, it's pretty similar to the verse. There's just a couple of things to throw us off. So we've got 2 measures of F, and then 1 measure of C, and then F again. Then we have A minor. And this is where things get tricky. They throw in a 2/4 bar. So anytime we see a 2/4 bar in this country music, we are going to strum twice, just 2 quarter notes. And it's on an F chord, and then we go back into G7 for 2 measures. And then 1 measure of F, and then A minor. Now, we have 2 options here. Option number 1 is we strum it just like we did in the intro. We do the 0-2 thing. The second option, which is later on, is we replace that with just another measure of A minor. So it'd go F, A minor. And it does that every time that there are 2 choruses stacked together. Anyway, we're going to run through this one twice just at half speed, and then we will do our speed training, and then you'll be ready to play this. 1, 2, ready, and F.
You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began
Just
to
gonna strum F twice here.
cry when you said
1, 2, and then G7. Strum once, and then 0-2. 1, 2, ready, and
You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dreams.
here comes 60% speed. 1, 2, ready, and
You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dreams.
awesome. Let's try 70%. 2, ready, and
You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dreams.
all right, 3 more. Here comes 80. 2, ready, and
You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dreams.
okay, we've got 90 and then 100%, and then we should be ready to go. 2, ready, and...
You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dreams.
All right, here we are, full speed. 1, 2, ready, and...
You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dreams.
Solid work, guys. We are ready to play through the whole thing. I'll call out whether we're playing the intro, the verse, or the chorus as it comes up. We start at the intro. If you make a mistake, jump back out and then come back in and in a spot where you know where we're at. Do your very best, and here we go. 1, 2, ready, and...
Living on the road, my friend, what's gonna keep you free and clean? Now you wear your skin like iron and your breath's as hard as kerosene.
Chorus.
You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dreams.
Back to the verse.
Well, Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. Wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feed. But Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words. Oh, but that's the way it goes.
Chorus again.
And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose.
Verse.
Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth.
Chorus.
The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Oh, there ain't nobody knows.
Chorus again.
And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Well, the poets tell how Pancho fell and Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold, so the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true. Save a few for Lefty too. He just did what he had to do. Now he's growing old.
Chorus again.
A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose.
Here comes the chorus one last time.
A few great federales say they could have had